G'day trendsetters. Today I got a quick video doing a little bit of a luggage tweak on the T7. I thought some of you guys might be interested. You never know. Let's get into it. So what the bloody hell are you up to this time, Josh? I hear you asking. Well, okay, so I need a little bit more room. Now, as probably with a lot of you guys, the luggage setup on your bike is always a work in progress. There's always little tweaks and adjustments and improvements being made. I have gone through a couple of different setups. As I've mentioned before, I pretty much flat out refuse to put pannier racks on this bike. They look terrible, they add weight, they suck. So I did originally have the Nelson Rigg Dual Sport saddlebags on this bike. They are a great little rackless option for overnighters. They just weren't quite big enough for what I need. And obviously they weren't waterproof as well. So I have ended up with the Krieger OS base and the 12 litre bags. They are waterproof. They hold a little bit more. They look cool, but they are expensive. Look guys, I try to not waffle on in these videos, but I don't know who's sort of up to speed with what, like, a lot of this stuff I've mentioned before in videos, but I'm sure that every single one of you guys hasn't seen all of our videos. So in a nutshell, these are Ballard's Fender bags for dirt bikes. I just happen to have them laying around. I had them strapped to the crash bars. Didn't really like them on the crash bars. You know, I've seen people drop their bikes. Whatever's in there gets wrecked, and I want to keep my drone sometimes in one of these. So that's why I've ended up strapping these onto the top of the Kriegers. So yeah, you know, they're a lot in a safer spot there. Plus, as I mentioned in the last video, I can just undo this Krieger OS base and that whole lot lifts off. So I've basically got 4 bags there now, and the whole lot just lifts off as one. It's so easy to get on and off the bike, which is great. But sadly, this isn't quite big enough to hold my drone nicely, and these are kind of floppy and not waterproof. As you guys know, both Nat and I love our Nelson Rigg Trails End tank bags. Man, these things they're just perfect. They're the perfect size for both the 390 and the T7. I mean, I'm sure they fit on a lot of bikes just nice. They're not too big, they're not too small. The side pockets, you know, and it's extendable up if you need to. I've never actually used the extension where you can add an extra couple of litres of storage by unzipping one of those zips there. Well built, lifetime warranty. I mean, this gear is bang for buck. You just can't beat it. I think they're still selling these tank bags for around $150, $160. So you just can't find anything else that good with a lifetime warranty for that price. So anyway, I was looking around for a little bit something bigger to strap onto the Kriegers. I didn't want to go to the 6 litre Kriegers, because they're probably going to be a little bit too big. They're just overkill for what I need, and they're pretty bloody expensive. They're only a couple of bucks cheaper than a 12 litre bag. So being that, you know, Nelson Rigg's a quality brand at a great price, so I thought, well, I'll have a look at their range and see what they've got. And I ended up finding their Fender bag, which is a little bigger and sort of a bit more sturdy, and it's also water resistant. So what I'm going to try and do is, I've got 2 of these. 2 of the Nelson Rigg, what are they? RG025R, I think. Yeah, they're the Trails End guys. So if you're looking at Nelson Rigg gear, the Trails End stuff is the stuff that we love. It's the adventure gear. So the Trails End tank bag, Trails End rear fender bag, this one is. So yeah, I'm hoping that one of those on either side of my bike there will just add a nice little bit of easily accessible storage. So I just need to figure out a way to attach that to the Kriegers. I'll show you guys what's included with this and what it looks like in a sec. We'll just get it all unwrapped. So as with all Rigg gear guys, these come with a lifetime warranty as well. You've got Molly strapping on the top there obviously. It's got a nice solid base. I think if you're fitting this to an actual dirt bike, you can screw them down to the fender. I think that's the idea. And one sweet little bonus is a nice little tool roll if that's what you're into. So quality tool roll, bright orange, little pocket there for your little sockets and whatnot. Pretty damn good deal, guys, and these are like 79 bucks each, I think. Like, I mean, you just can't beat the price. Alright, so yeah, you put your screws through corners there, screws are included. Washers. Unfortunately you don't get any straps at all, but you do have a tab on each corner there, so yeah, I'll figure out a way of attaching those. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, you got a waterproof little pocket up in here. The zip. I mean, they say it's water resistant, you know, you wouldn't want to submerge it, but hopefully it's pretty much weatherproof. I'll throw this on the scale in case anybody's interested in the weight. 400 grams, pretty much on the spot for just the bag. The tool roll is another 240 grams, so yeah, altogether 640. Could work that out in my head, but anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to work out a way of attaching that to the top of the Kriegers and we'll see how we go. Actually, before we go too much further, I should make sure my drone's going to fit in there for starters. In the other little bag, I had to sort of butt them up like this and jam them in those other little Fender bags, but hopefully, yeah, I think it will just go, yeah, it'll just fit in long ways like that. But I think with this extra width, I should be able to fit it sideways. That way I got a bit more room for a GoPro or whatever up in that end. Yeah, that'll work beautifully. Of course, it's important to make sure that it's not going to interfere with your riding position too. Beautiful. Alrighty, so another little thing I forgot to mention, guys, a pretty cool feature of these bags is the Velcro strap inside. So if you want to tie down your tool roll, you can do that. If you don't have it fully jam-packed with stuff, you know, you can stop your gear from rattling around there. So you've got your drone in there and you do that up nice and tight. It's not going to flop around inside. So yeah. Anyway, what have I done here? I'll show you. It's not perfect, but it should do the job. Firstly, super dodgy, just zip tied these straps here to the Krieger clips there, metal clips, that one there, that one down there. So that's going to hold that on there, no problem. On the outside, I've just got a short bit of webbing strap and one of these strap adjusters on each one. I think they call them ladder locks in the biz, which yeah, pretty easy. It's just looped through the Krieger. Watch it there and through there, so holds that on there, and you can undo it obviously if I need to take it off. The only annoying thing is obviously the Kriegers are a roll top, and there's a clip for that, which is now underneath there. I mean, I can get it out with one hand. It's a lot easier with two hands. But yeah, so doing that up, a little bit tricky with that there, but it's not too bad. And you know, you only really get into those when you're having to set up camp or whatever. Being able to get into this as easily is really handy. Alright, another major test coming up. Can a 1.25 plastic Coke or soft drink or pop, whatever you call it, soda bottle, fit in there? Like a glove. Beautiful. That's another thing that I like using these sort of style bags. You know, the handy access bags, bottle of water, because I don't use a hydration pack. Super handy having a bottle of water there. And I mean, look, you got plenty of room for other stuff in there as well. And yeah, like I said, being water resistant is really good. The Trails and tank bags do come, like, they're pretty water resistant. I've ridden through some heavy rain without any cover on it, and nothing inside got wet. So, you know, being behind a windscreen helps. But they do come with a little rain cover as well, waterproof rain cover with a zip on it and a clear top, so you can still see your maps if you use maps in your tank bag. So yeah, this molly on top is great too if you want to strap your jacket, or you know, if it gets too hot and you're stripping clothes off, or you want to strap a fuel bottle or whatever. So yeah, real happy with that. Perfect size, really good. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw the other one on the other side and get that all sorted out. Shouldn't take a minute, no worries. Well, there you go, guys. Pretty stoked with how that turned out. Actually, they're going to suit the purpose really well. I've added a nice little bit of extra super accessible storage to the bike, right where I need it, without really adding any complexity to, you know, fitting it all to the bike. It's still just that one throw over basic saddlebag setup, and yeah. No, that's going to be awesome. Anyway, I hope some of you guys have got something out of this video, maybe a few ideas for your own setups. If you're interested in some Nelson Rigg gear, honestly, when it comes to bang for buck, these guys can't be beaten. With that lifetime warranty and the prices you can get this stuff for, it's just, yeah, it's really good. I'll put some links for these bags in the description of the video, guys. If you're in Australia, it's nelsonrigg.com.au. If you're in America, nelsonrigg.com, of course. As the big man himself, Molly Meldrum, says, do yourself a favour, check them out. Alright guys, I've just got to wait for this weather to warm up and I'll be out camping again. I'll see you then. One last test real quick before I put these away. Quite likely the most important test. How many tinnies can fit in one? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so 4 comfortably on the bottom. Maybe we can squeeze a couple more on the top. Surely we can get a 6-pack in there. Maybe lucky 7. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to close. Probably not recommended, but hey, check that out. Booyah. 7 beers, baby. That's officially passed the Josh test. Awesome.